Hi, I'm John Baker, the creator of the Asking Formula. In the news lately, there's been a lot of talk about banning the word bossy in terms of how we describe certain people, especially young girls and their assertive styles. Now, I raised a young girl into a beautiful young lady, my daughter Annie, and I know the challenge. You want them to be leaders. You want them to be assertive, to do their own thing, not be a follower, think independently and be independent. And unfortunately, sometimes that can come off as bossy. So let's talk a little bit about how we can talk about leadership differently than the style of being bossy. Leaders accomplish things that reach beyond their own solitary abilities by acting and getting others to act with a maturity that surpasses limited self-interest. That's a great description of leadership and what leaders do. And it actually comes from my book, Ready Thinking, Primed for Change. So we want to be leaders, but we have a style issue, in fact, when we're pushy. Now, candidly, sometimes when you have the responsibility and the authority to tell somebody what to do, be the boss and tell them. There's nothing as frustrating as when your boss can't delegate, can't tell you. You are obligated as a boss, as somebody. You don't, as a parent, inform or try to persuade your kids from playing in the street in front of your house. You tell them to go play in the backyard. That's an appropriate use of that style. Interesting, about 1 in every 5 role plays that we do in our workshop, somebody will ask for something, and my first inclination is to respond by, why aren't you telling that person? You have the responsibility and the authority. Don't ask them. Give them a clear and sharp delegation. But in those situations, we have to persuade. We have to do something much different. We have to take the other person's perspective into account. And we have step 4 in the asking formula, which is to develop best reasons. Best reasons simply is, why would the person say yes to what I'm asking them to do? If you don't understand that, and the only way to understand that is to listen to them, to understand what's in it for them to say yes, then you come off as pushy, as abrasive, as telling. Often develop best reasons. Find out why your audience would say yes. It's a cornerstone of the asking formula, and it'll get you away and your kids and employees away from being bossy.